Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Young and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Sil, and tonight I want us to talk about the forces or the energy that we send into the universe and how the universe rewards us. So you all know that I'm very big on quality content, only quality people, on orthodox friends, books, value added information, podcast and things like that. You all know that I'm very big on things like that. So this afternoon, while I was driving to get my kids from school, I was listening to a podcast. Actually, it was a YouTube video by Lewis Howes. I follow Lewis Howes because I think that his content is incredibly awesome. I was listening to that podcast, which was talking on how to 10x your productivity, means to get 10 things done 10 times more than you've ever done before. And whilst I was listening, in fact, the information was incredibly powerful. And at some point, I'm not going to lie, I literally alighted, I parked the car, and I took down notes. If you have been listening to my podcast, you would agree with me that it's not the first time I've done this. But to be safe, for road safety, I had to park the car and I had to take down notes. And one of the notes which I took down was that a lot of us fall into the trap of the feel good now and we sacrifice our future. What does that mean? So it's easy to just sit down and watch Netflix all day long. But in order to be successful, or in order to go closer at least to your goal, you have to start walking. So in order to achieve financial freedom, which is something I am terribly big on, you have to at least be making the baby steps. And for me, one of the baby steps is just listening to podcasts that teach me how to do the things that I'm struggling with. No one is too young to teach, and no one is too old to learn. Learning is a continuous process, and I am very passionate about learning from every single person that can add value into my life. Count me in, count me your student. I want to be your mentee. And it happens that Lewis Howes is my virtual mentee, although he doesn't know jack about me. I don't care. Now, as that was the note I took. But what I'm really gearing towards is the fact that when you are looking for value is going to find you. So whilst listening to this podcast and just driving, sometimes I listen to music, I'm not going to lie, especially when I feel tense, overwhelmed, or when I've put in my quota, then I try to reward myself with, some buga, while I'm driving. Bugao. Bugao. But today, I wanted to learn. I was in the learning mood, which I am most of the time, to be honest. And towards the end of the podcast, I actually drove all the way, picked up the kids, came back home, and the podcast was still on. So when I took my phone and put my phone on the counter and tried to sanitize my phone, which was the end of the podcast, it lasted 1 hour, 30 minutes? Yeah, Luis has got some really long podcasts, to be honest. Mine only lasts, 5 minutes? I hope I get there. Anyway, I'm learning. Yeah, I think his content is awesome. You should check him out, Lewis Howes on YouTube. And so when I was about to clean my phone, an ad popped up. It wasn't the first ad though, but that ad, when it popped up, I was like, oh my God, this is Tony Robbins. If you don't know Tony Robbins, go and Google him right now. And I follow Tony as well. He's been interviewed by Lewis Howes as well on his podcast. As soon as Tony popped up, I was like, my son was like, I think Tony actually popped up in the car. Yeah, we're still in the car. Yeah. And as soon as, I think we're just, arriving home when the ad started. So when Tony popped up, my son was like, Mommy, is that Tony Robbins? I was like, how did you know? So again, children listen to what you listen to. They watch what you do. They copy what you do. My son knows Tony Robbins. I mean, for Christ's sake, he's 9. And he knows this motivational guru who is a businessman who earns, I don't know, $1 billion a month from his businesses. That's who I want to associate myself with. And my son knows that I am a fanatic of Tony Robbins. And when the ad came up and he heard the voice, he immediately knew who that was. That's what you want to be teaching your children, the people to follow, not people. In fact, I'm not going to go and preach about that now. I just want to talk about the universe. So Tony popped up. My son recognized him, which was great. I felt really good about that instance and proud of him for paying attention. And, the sweet part of it is that Tony was actually on with Dean to talk about a program called Time to Thrive Challenge. And that's what I want to share with you all. If I wasn't listening to Lewis's podcast, let me tell you this for free. If I was listening to Buga today or Burna Boy today whilst driving, that particular ad on YouTube from Tony Robbins would never have popped up on Buga. Do you know why? Because the YouTube algorithm only shows ads to a particular audience. And because I was listening to a podcast which was about productivity and how to thrive and how to get better, how to get ahead, YouTube figured out that I just might be interested in this program, which is being brought about by Tony Robbins and Dean, I don't know Dean's other name, to teach us how to thrive during difficulties. So the world is going into a recession. Newsflash, if you didn't know and if you've been living under a rock, I'm just here to tell you that the world is going into a recession and you want to be ready. One of the richest men of all times, Warren Buffett, says that 2 things to do in a recession. The first thing is to invest in yourself, and the second thing is to invest in goods that have little or no cost, but have a good and sweet margin. This is what Time to Thrive is about. I listened to the ad and I immediately jumped to click like I'm in. So there's the free option, and then there's the option to pay to receive gold membership. You know me. Your girl paid for all 3 memberships. I'm not missing anything, nada. I'm not buying any pair of shoes. This is what I want. I want a black card. I want a gold card. I actually paid for gold card, VIP, platinum, and black card. Yeah, I'm gonna save every penny that I have to pay for this. It's only $161 though, but I know that that's a struggle for most people. What I really want to tell you is for you to jump on. And I also want to tell you in this podcast that what you listen to, the universe listens to you as well. I'm so excited that I'm so excited. Oh my God. I literally just held my kids' hands when we came in, got sorted. I said, let's pray together for mommy, so that mommy can go on and get all this amazing information, and that mommy can be chosen for some giveaways, and that mommy can do really well in the future after acquiring all this information. And we just prayed together as a family, and we sealed and locked everything with the precious blood of Jesus. Now that's real, true prayers. When you act and you pray, God has promised in Matthew 7:7 that he will bless. When you knock on his door and say, God, listen, I've done my own part, yeah? I've actually subscribed to this Time to Challenge. I've paid. Now you have to bless me and make sure that the seed that I've planted, that I harvest, countless amounts of fruits, and God blesses. He says that he will bless the work of our hands. And he says there's no food for a lazy man. Don't be lazy. I think Cameroon time, for those who are in Cameroon or most parts of Africa, it's going to be 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. every day, 10 p.m. to midnight every single day from the 2nd of August to the 6th of August, free of charge. Under normal circumstances, this course should cost you around $10,000. It's not a joke. I remember when I signed up for a course, a coaching course, my very first investment in myself, the best decision I ever made. Maybe this is the second best decision I've ever made, besides having my children, besides deciding to keep them and to have them and to bring them into this world and to love them and to be angry with them and to kiss them. Yeah, joke aside, besides all those things, I think that, investing in myself is the second best thing that I can do. And I really encourage you to do the same. Sometimes just by investing in yourself, you can make your money back, 10x, 1000x, 50,000x. Just having that key information that so many people don't have access to. Just by paying someone to give you that information, you can get your money back, in 100-folds. And I encourage you to invest in yourself. I'm going to post the link of Time to Challenge in the comment section. You can also jump on Facebook right now. The course starts on the 2nd of August. You want to jump in right now and reserve your space. It's free for those who want the free version, and for those who want a better experience. If you've got some change to spare, you can jump on and buy one of those cards. I just want us to win together. No one is paying me to do this. I'm just sharing the news because I believe that together we stand and divided we fall, and that if everyone in the world has economic power, the world will be a better place. There will be less jealousy, less, burglary, less, strife. In fact, everyone is going to be jolly and happy. And so the energy, that's the whole point about going to heaven, where, everyone is cool. So I believe that, everyone should have this information to make some money, and that, scarcity mindset has no place in our society. So, all right, guys, let's win together. Yeah. Jump on Facebook, Young and Independent People, or on Instagram. I'm going to post it there as well, Young and Independent 35, or you can look in the description notes of this podcast. And I'm also going to share it with my WhatsApp groups. All right, until next time, do take care. Don't forget to like this podcast, share it too, so that you can bless someone else, and subscribe to the podcast so you're first to be notified when we do release a new episode. Okay, bye-bye for now.